Inspired by Bill Gates and Elon Musk, Azib started exploring bits of computer coding since a very little age. His interest in coding prompted him into writing his very first code at the age of 7. Eventually he did programming, hacking and development. His first platform that he developed was for big musical artists to help them increase their audience. Coming from a family of engineers and physicists, Azib came to Dow Medical in 2014 to become the first doctor from his family. As soon as he came here, it was confusing for him to see fellow students carrying heavy books around with them. In an age where the popularity of smartphones and technology was high, he told himself maybe this is all temporary and moved on. But, after 2 to 3 years passed, he saw that there was astonishingly nothing being done about it, and took the matter in his own hands. He decided to use his own expertise into developing an online platform for education, particularly for medicine. And so the journey to MedAngle began. To turn his dream into a reality, Azib worked day and night. He would attend medical school in the mornings, go for rotations then to hospitals, and then at nights he would do coding for the platform. Even after a few successful ventures, Azib never thought of himself as an entrepreneur. He just felt he was providing solution to things. MedAngle was designed for all those students who have ambitions of becoming a good doctor one day. It provides a comprehensive centralized solution for whatever a student needs in medical school. In the beginning, Azib had no marketing or sales skills. However, he was a keen observer and researcher since childhood, which helped him learn quite a lot of it from his venture. The venture also taught Azib 3 important lessons. Lesson number 1: family, friends, and community. While they may have good intentions, but those intentions may not necessarily translate into tangible assets or success for your business. Lesson number 2: constant communication with customers is necessary. Identifying the actual pain points in your product or service and figuring out how to address them is key to improvement and development. Lesson number 3: clearly identify existing problems and which innovative solutions to present to the customer. Pakistan is among the top 5 countries producing doctors, yet, there was nothing being done in terms of medical education, and it didn't make sense to him. He figured that he can build a platform that caters to the need of medical students. Initially his parents were very skeptic of this idea and didn't give much of an enthusiastic reaction to it. But later they believed what Azib did is great. Wanting to revolutionize medical education in a digital platform sense for Pakistani medical students, he began by ensuring that his idea was feasible. First, he identified a target audience to make sure enough revenue will be generated to sustain business and pay employees, and Azib himself. However, the idea was never seen as a pure business idea, and so there was no intention to create lots of money out of it. The idea came to Azib in 2015 and research was conducted on medical schools, apps, customers' life cycle, and the customer journey, etc. Students of pre-medical were focused, as the market is pretty sizable. There's a lot of people taking the exam every year and dreaming to have a career in medicine. Further, it was identified what the TAM, SAM, SOM are when it comes to this business sector in particular. With no formal business plan, Azib started working on MedAngle in 2017, alone, and it is, to date, a sole proprietorship. It was based off of his savings and earnings through freelancing and other contract work. The initial investment required for Azib was not a lot, since he had all the skills and resources necessary. But the value to acquire the technology that MedAngle has today is hundreds of thousands of dollars. In the summer of 2020, MedAngle went full-time on the business. MedAngle generated revenues since day one of its operations, as it was designed to be relatively affordable for medical students. However, things were not always so bright for the venture. It faced some obstacles as it grew. Like many startup founders, Azib faced problems in the form of recurring payments. To his rescue came a mentor who supported him through this tough obstacle and got him through to the other side. This mentor was his friend from Australia who was a CTO of a renowned company, and he proved to be a great help to Azib. Today, he believes his greatest achievement is that MedAngle is the first centralized platform that has revolutionized medical education in Pakistan. By utilizing the most advanced technology, MedAngle is the first digital platform equipped with medical intelligence in the country. MedAngle follows a business model based on SaaS, subscriptions as a service, where customers come and they buy subscriptions or premium access for 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, a year, etc. The target market is the students who desire to become a doctor. Being Pakistan's first of its kind centralized platform that's not only efficient but also fun and intelligent is its value proposition. It offers everything they need in one centralized place, a beautiful high-tech interface which helps not only in being more efficient but also saves time and increases learning as well as comprehension. It helps students excel in their exams and prepare them for the future as physicians and doctors. The channels to approach students are through social media via newsletters, emails, SMS marketing and through word of mouth. Customer feedback played a really important part in the development of the platform by integrating what was lacking. And this resulted in fueling the word of mouth in terms of customer acquisition. Since the startup is more mission-driven than revenue-driven, the cost has not been what competitors in other countries are following. Similar platforms in India, Egypt or Europe have prices 20 times more expensive as the technology required for it is thousands of dollars. However, as MedAngle grows internationally, the goal will be to optimize for revenue in foreign markets or other territories. In Pakistan, the goal is to have doctors as prepared as they can be through using the application, and so the focus is not profit. The potential risks that MedAngle has is in form of regulatory bodies. As the platform provides education, the individuals in these bodies feel that it should be accredited formally. However, as MedAngle's purpose is serving as an assistance to medical students, Azib doesn't feel the need to do so. He believes that it is just an additional tool in your pocket for convenience. It is not conforming credentials or formal certifications. Other risks associated can be customer data security and customer privacy. With further growth, Azib is confident that over time the uncertainty in business reduces. However, he says risks can't be removed overall. With time things just start making more sense. You figure out what your most valuable offerings are, how the service is being used, and with these skills you learn to navigate through risky situations.